Jamie, thank you for joining us. We're here to ask you a few questions about the Shrewsbury Town in the Foundation over the summer, what summer plans are. First off, though, we've left Shrewsbury Town in the community behind almost. Shrewsbury Town in the Foundation now. Why the name change?
I think the name change was really important for us in terms of getting more alignment and recognition that it's the football club doing the community work. Shrewsbury Town in the community was almost getting known as a separate identity and a separate brand, and to be honest, without the football club, without the badge, we couldn't do the work that we do. So it was really important with the new picture that we've got here and all of the new activities and the staff that we have here, that they feel that they're part of the football club, and the football club feels that the foundation now is part of the everyday life. We want to be a community club. We want to be that family orientated, everything community first, and I think the name change will help it feel like it's the club's foundation. And we were really mindful that we were kind of losing that connection, which we definitely didn't want to do.
Along with a new name, a new building as well. Could you tell me about how that's going, how that's come about, and the benefits you hope that will provide?
Yeah, so we've taken over the former Shropshire FA building. A long story really, but obviously you know we've got the new 3G next to the pitch. Part of the planning for that was a 2-storey building next to the pitch. Everybody knows the world's gone a little bit mad in terms of tenders and prices and build costs at the moment. So financially it worked out a whole lot better to have part of what we want on site here through the Shropshire FA building. It worked for the Shropshire FA because they're looking to develop land, I think, in Telford. So it helped us expand. Obviously, we've got a growing team still. There's more to come over the summer as well. And we just needed more space. We were desperate for more space. So it filled a gap in that respect. And then hopefully in the next 2-3 months, we'll be able to announce around the changing rooms and some more supporting buildings that will support the 3G and support the community work that we do.
Perfect. And then on to this summer specifically, what sort of activities or programs have Shrewsbury Town Foundation got running this summer?
It's a difficult one to remember, that, isn't it? Yeah, the summer's always busy for us. I think for us in the foundation, we don't really stop over the summer. Obviously, there's the natural season break, so we have less of our weekly football activities that go on, but our activity kind of ramps up. So we've got our National Citizen Service Programme, NCS, that will be starting to be delivered at the end of June. That's over 600 young people that will be taking part in a 2-week programme, which is huge. It's a life-changing programme for many that do it, and it gives so much back to the local community. You've got 600 young people taking part in social action projects, raising money for local and national charities. I think the last time we did it without COVID restrictions, there was over £30,000 raised for local charities. So it is such a impactful programme. And like I said, with impactful programmes, again, during the summer, we're going to run the HAF programme, which is holiday activity and food, so funded by Shropshire Council. And we're looking to potentially be funded and deliver some stuff in Herefordshire as well through our Ludlow Centre. That is where we deliver holiday activities for children. And then we also feed them at lunch and we send them home with some food. So that is funded for and targeted for those people from low-income families that potentially those children won't be eating because they're not at school and they haven't got the free school meals that they get during the school time. They don't get the activity. The parents might be having to work or whatever it's going to be. So that, again, a massively a key or an essential service that we're now providing as part of our soccer schools that will be going on, our development training. We've got bespoke courses, we've got children going down to Aberystwyth, we've got soccer schools going on all over the county. So like I said, the summer for us is our busiest time, or one of our busiest times across the year. So it's an enjoyable one, but it'll definitely be very busy.
That HAF project, you told me earlier, it's been going quite well.
Yeah, we're one of the biggest providers in Shropshire, which is really good. We're one of what they call, I think, the core providers. So we deliver here, we deliver in South Shropshire, which is a real need in South Shropshire for providers to do that, because there's not as many community groups, obviously, in South Shropshire. So it's nice to be able to do that. Like I said, it is just nice to be able to have our soccer schools accessible to everybody. It doesn't matter if they... obviously, it's a free activity for those from low-income families, so it makes sure that we're catering for the whole community, really.
And as well, you mentioned earlier, you've got some player appearances coming back as well next season, or over the summer.
Yeah, it's a bit like Superman without kryptonite at times. That one of the best things that we can do is obviously take players out within the community to all of our different activities that we do. So when we couldn't do it, and obviously Teams is great, and Zoom and virtual calls are fantastic, that we can probably reach out to more schools. But actually, I remember the first time I met the first professional footballer face to face. I'm sure every football fan does as well. And those are those lifelong memories that we really want to deliver through our projects. So to be able, once obviously the players get back and we sit down with the manager and assess what we can do, we're really looking forward to getting them engaged, and I'm sure they are as well, because it's been very hands-off because of COVID. It's nobody's fault, but because of COVID it's been at arm's length, and I think it's such an important thing for the size of club we are, that those players have a connection with the projects that we do. The impact that the football club has on the local community is really important for them to realise.
And I guess that brings it all back under one umbrella as well, the football club and the foundation together.
Yeah, we're looking at the purpose at the moment, and I'm really strong on, I think that we should be, or the foundation should be, the connection between the football club and the local community, or the link that helps that connect together. So taking players out into the community, getting the community into the stadium. Just today we've had an SEND festival here, so 35 children from as far as afield as North Herefordshire to Whitchurch to locally in Shrewsbury have been able to come in, have a tour of the ground, been inspired by what we do here, got them active during the day, done everything that we need to do, and that's what I think is key for, like you said, the name change is making sure that they feel that it's Shrewsbury Town. They're coming to Shrewsbury Town. It shouldn't be an outside. They shouldn't feel that it's a separate organisation. So again, what the players can do and making sure that those experiences of the players have. So the players should see that Shrewsbury is a lovely place and we do some great stuff, and we want the players, if they are to leave the club, to think that's a real community club, that they do that properly there. So that's the aim. That's what we want to do. And I think over the last or year to date since September, we've done over 5,000 sessions, 7,500 hours of activity within the local community. So I think we are getting there with that connection, but we can always do more.
Right, fantastic. Thanks for your time, Jamie. Really appreciate it.
Cheers. Thank you.